Hi, Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates. So happy you joined me today. Hey, I love, love, love using pattern paper on my cards. So I'm going to share with you what makes me happy. Started with these two cards, a very simple layout and the use of pattern paper. So I decided to challenge myself and make holiday cards using this same sketch and the same stamp set. That stamp set happens to be the Forever Fern stamp set. Now, that does not look Halloween-y, that does not look Christmassy, but with the use of color and pattern paper, I was able to make some. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So here are the cards that inspired me, and here are the cards then I created. So first up, we've got some Halloween. Using some Halloween paper, colors, love it. Then I went for a fall or more of a Thanksgiving type of theme. So again, the papers and the colors certainly help to bring out that fall look. And then the third set that I'm going to share with you as far as making it today is going to be this Christmas set of cards. So as you can see, it is pattern paper and it is the very same sketch or layout for all of these cards. Same stamp set too. Hey, I did bring in another stamp set for the sentiments, and that's called Banner Year, because I just needed something to, like I said, to give me the sentiments that I needed for the holidays that I'm showing. So let me pull these out, and let me just keep these in, because this is the cards. These here are what I'm going to share with you today. Now, keep in mind, if you don't catch all of the dimensions and measurements for everything, there will be a tutorial down in the description of this video. The tutorial will be, I will give the dimensions and how to create the cards for one set of cards. They're all the same. The only thing then that I will do with the remaining cards is just have a picture. There's a picture and a list of the supplies. So, but they all get put together the very same way. Okay, so I am going to move this off to the side. So the two cards, very vanilla. It's the thick that I'm using for the card base, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. I've already stamped my insides from that Banner Year stamp set that I showed you earlier. So 2 of those. This one though, obviously you can see I've just changed the orientation of it. So still the same dimensions for everything. I have the Toile Tidings is the designer series paper that I'm using. I love the green. This is garden green that is shown, but if you flip it over on the back is the real red version. So with a very vanilla background. So this measures 4 by 2.5, as does this one. Then I have a piece. You can use pattern paper for this little strip. I just happen to use just garden green cardstock, and that is 4 by 1/2 inch. All right, and then whatever shapes you want for your image. So I just happen to use some ovals, very vanilla and real red. Okay, and then your sentiment, however that works for you. I'm going to show you what I did. Well, you see what I did. It's Christmas Wishes. It's all one stamp. And so I just stamped it on some scrap, very vanilla, and then cut it out so that I have 2 separate ones. So, okay, let's get going here first and put some things together. So I'm going to start with the pattern paper. So remember, 2.5 by 4. Let me get this adhered down. I'm just putting it straight down to my card base. I'll be honest with you, this is kind of unlike me. I'm usually a layers kind of gal, and I thought let's just give it a go and see what it would be like to just put it straight down to the card base. So Now this 1/2 inch strip that is 4 inches long, now I am just putting it down and having it smack dab against the pattern paper. Okay, there's the one. Let's hurry up and do the same with the other one. This is a great idea to use one sketch, something that you really enjoy creating. If you have to make multiples, you know, Christmas is coming, so, and actually you can make Christmas cards at any time of year, but it's great to be able to just use a single sketch and then kind of make it your own from there, using different shapes, different colors. I get bored easily, so that's why I often have to change out the colors and the stamps and everything, but still keep the main design of the sketch. So let me put up these off to the side, because now I want to come in with my ovals. Now I want one going each direction. All right, now let me show you how I have this style. They're both laid out this way. All right, that's certainly an option, but I happen to like it, this design, where I have an oval going this way and the other oval going that way. So that's what I'm going to do to show with you today. And like I said, the Forever Fern, stunning stamps. So let's get started here. Garden Green. I am going to stamp up one of them in Garden Green and just kind of put it right in the center, sort of. All right, well, let me go ahead and get this one as well. This way I kind of know that I'm not going to mess up and have them going the wrong way. So if I go ahead and get that down, let me just slip a few more greens in this one. Notice how I'm making sure that I'm going off the edge as well. I may come back to that, add some more of the green. However, let me pull in the red now. I have real red, and the, I don't know, this reminds me of berries. I'm sure somebody out there knows exactly what this one is called. I, however, don't. So I will slip it on in here. And it's fine that they overlap. I especially like it, that the fact that they do. So I do want to make sure that I kind of fill in here and even make sure that I get a little bit more height on that one. So it doesn't look like much right now. I get it. But I'm going to add one more thing that I feel kind of brings it on home. There's this little splatter stamp within that Forever Fern stamp set, and I feel like that helps to fill in anything opening wise. Now I'm stamping in Crumb Cake, stamping on my scrap paper, and then coming to my oval. So off on my scrap paper, and don't be afraid to turn your stamp, turn your image, and put as much, whoops, I almost didn't stamp off on that one. Put as much or as little as you want. All right, I just want to fill in one more right there. Okay, and let me do the other one here. So I do like having it stamped off. I really want the red and green greenery to shine, so that's why I'm going to still fill in with these dots and the splatter, but I don't want them to overpower it. So let me turn this around and see. Sometimes your eye will just kind of tell you, oh, you need a little something right there. Okay, so I am done with my stamping. Well, on the ovals. I do have one other little bit of stamping I want to do. Let me bring it back in while I'm doing the stamping here. And that is this orientation of the card. I'm going to put the sentiment right here. So directly onto the card base for that one. So let me ink that up. So it's easy to do multiples whenever you have the design already done and some colors. So you can pre-cut and just, you know, assembly line make these cards and have a nice stash for Christmas. All right, so there is the stamping of the sentiment. Let me get these down to the scallop oval. Now these are the layering ovals, are the ones that I'm using here. So let me go ahead and pop them down. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back so that I can pop them up. Okay, so there we go. And let me bring in my dimensionals. These are something I could not live without when I'm creating my cards. I love adding dimension to my cards, so these do it. So, oops, two more. And I am a bit of a overachiever, I guess I should say, when it comes to adding dimensionals to my cards. So let me bring in now the card bases. So I have this one to go here. All right, let me get this down. So as you can see, it really does not take long to create these. So let me go ahead and pop this right here. And then on this one, I am going vertical, I guess is what that is. Up and down, right? With this one. So, all right. So here we go. Now, the sentiment, like I said, I stamped this on some scrap paper, cut it out, and then I've added some dimensionals to the back of that. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these down, and I'm actually going to put them in on this side. Just a little something different. I feel like I have a little space there to fill in, so that's what I'm going to use this for. So here and here. All right, almost done. Just all I need next are some red rhinestones. So let me go ahead, get my Picket tool, and I'm going to just start kind of popping them down around the oval. All right, and there's that one. Yep, I'm going in threes with this, and I'm gonna go right here. Okay, and they're done. So here we go. 2 quick cards using the same sketch, the same layout. Let me bring in the other ones then that are the holiday related cards, using again the Forever Fern. So here's my Halloween cards, and then here are my Thanksgiving cards. Hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate you sticking around and watching my video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing too to my YouTube channel while you're there. I do have a blog. It's lindaloucreates.com, and if you want to sign up for my newsletter, you can do it right from there. So thanks again, everyone, and I hope you get a chance to create today. Bye now.